Yeah. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. Y'all know nothing about the Daily Go Get Show. Really? I just wanted to check this. I just wanted to try chat out, try this live out to just see if I could get some people to come through. This is my first time going live on YouTube. Been doing this on Facebook since forever. And I just wanted to see if I could draw a little crowd over here. Yo, how y'all feeling, man? Listen. I'm not gonna be on here for a long time. I really just wanted to talk about how Democrats and Republicans are often really the same thing. Not often the same, they're the same thing. People running around here talking about, like they pledging allegiance to being a Republican or pledging allegiance to be a Democrat. And I'm thinking like really neither one is doing anything for the other. Annette Davis, the number one coming through. What's going on? Look, I'm over here doing this test, Annette. Yeah, I'm just trying to see what this thing is about. Even though I said I was going to do it on a new channel, figure I would try it out here since I've never gone live before. See if we could draw a little crowd, Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it amazes me how people pledge allegiance to being a Democrat or Republican or whatever, and a lot of us don't know the history of being a Democrat or Republican. And a lot of people think it doesn't really matter whether you're a Democrat or Republican, but I think it matters a lot. And the reason that I think that it matters a lot is because when you really understand what it means to be a part of a team where when you're asking for favors instead of being the one who's doing the favors, it makes a big difference. There was a time when I was running around here screaming that I was a Democrat and all of that too. And I am a registered Democrat, but I don't pledge allegiance to that. I don't pledge allegiance to that entity or that group because I really don't like the way that they move. I mean, honestly, their liberal attitude and their inclusiveness, their all inclusiveness in a lot of things that they do. I really don't agree with all of that. I'm really not with all of that shit. I don't like the way that being a Democrat means that you are restricted to their liberal way of thinking. So even if you don't think that something is right, like let's say if you don't agree with the LGBTQ, RSTUVWXYZ and all that, if you don't agree with things that they do and that they say and whatever, then people look at you in a strange way, like you don't have any right to feel the way that you feel or do what you do. I can't feel that. I'm not feeling none of that. So so with that being said, it's a slippery slope to be a part of that and then start defending it at every turn because there may be some ideals that you do agree with. Like if you hate Donald Trump, of course you're going to really stick close to the Democratic Party. But you have to ask yourself, what's really the big difference between the Democrats and the Republicans? Republicans like small government. They like limited spending. They're supposed to uphold the moral fabric of religious values, not just religious freedom. Like Democrats preach religious freedom. So you can be whatever religion that you want, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim or whatever. Republicans are basically Christians, and they push the Bible and the principles of the Bible. But the reason that I say that Republicans and Democrats are exactly the same is that both of them exploit the people who don't have a lot of money. That's what both of them do. And they're the same because the people at the top have all the money. And politics is about nothing but money. And that's whether you are a Democrat or whether you're a Republican, it doesn't even matter. They about that cash and they get all of the money. So the people at the top of the food chain in the Republican Party are the ones who have all the money and they pull all the strings and they collect all of the dough and they set all of the rules. That's the way it works. And the Republicans who don't have a lot of money, they're concerned with morality, Christian values, the alt-right and white supremacy, just keeping it a buck. People who try to act like the Republican Party is not associated with the alt-right or with white supremacy, but they are. But it's crazy because the Democrats used to be the ones who were the white supremacists, and that's historically. It was the Democrats who created the KKK and all of that. Those were Democrats. Now people can say, well, yeah, that was back in the day. Okay, it was back in the day. But that's why it's important to know where you come from. At the end of the day, Black people still were demonized by politics instead of being helped by politics. So in the Democratic Party, the people at the top of the Democratic Party have a bunch of money and they set all of the rules, and they exploit the people who don't have money by saying that we're out here to help the poor. We're going to help the poor. So we're going to tax the rich and we're going to help the poor. We're going to tax the rich and we're going to help the poor. We're going to tax the rich. We're going to help the poor. We're going to make sure that y'all don't be broke no more. We're going to tax the rich and help the poor. But it never works out that way. Ask yourself, we're going to tax the rich and help the poor, but it never works out that way. Stop lying to me. Going to tax the rich and help the poor. It never turns out that way. Candidate the candidate. We're going to make sure that y'all have your welfare and your food stamps, but they wasn't going nowhere anyway. So that's what. So the Republicans say we need to get rid of welfare, but welfare always stays, regardless of whether the president or the government at that time is Democrat or Republican. You don't think there's something odd about that? How come no Republicans have gotten rid of welfare yet, y'all? Ronald Reagan was in office for 8 years. He didn't get rid of welfare. And then another 4 years was tacked on by George H. Bush. Didn't get rid of welfare. And then we had eight years of a Democratic president named Bill Clinton. Of course, didn't get rid of welfare. And then we had eight years after Bill Clinton of George W. Bush. Never got rid of welfare. Then after him, 8 years of the Obama administration. Never got rid of welfare. When are we going to stop buying that bullshit? It's not going nowhere. Whether you're Democrat or Republican, welfare is going nowhere. It's just a bullet point. It's a talking point. It's a way to get people to the polls. It's a way to get Republicans to the polls because they think that we're finally going to get rid of this welfare that's taking up all of our tax money, which is a lie. And for the Democrats, it'll get people to the polls because they don't want to lose their welfare. They don't want to lose their health care. They don't want to lose their welfare. They don't want to lose their health care. We don't want to lose our health care. We don't want to lose our health care. Get the fuck out of here. Like, at some point, we have to wake up and stop them from bullshitting us. Because that's all that's happening. We're getting bullshitted. We're getting bullshitted bad, yo. So when is it going to stop, and how do we stop it? How do we finally contain ourselves to be able to vote democratically? And I don't mean vote blindly for the Democratic Party, but vote democratically. Democratic means openly and freely and fairly. That's what democratic is supposed to symbolize in this republic or a democracy. So, I just wanted to come on here and test this out a little bit. Hey, Annette Davis, the number one, she says, I need to upgrade my internet because I can hear and see you and you're buffering at the same time. You know what? This may use a different type of, I think what it is with YouTube is that they use a stronger signal than they use a stronger stream than Facebook does, because on YouTube you can stream in 180p, and on Facebook it's like 240p or something like that. At the highest, I think it's 480 at the highest. So that's like a low HD. So that may be what that is, Annette. But I appreciate you and Angela Lioness Jackson. Angela Lioness Jackson coming through. I appreciate me some, y'all. Yes, I do. Just testing this out on this channel, seeing what it's hitting for and where we're going to be able to go with this. So we streamed for about 10 minutes, and I'm ready to turn it in. But you know, when we really get into this thing, and when y'all come through, we gonna make this thing, we gonna make it pop. But we won't be doing it on this channel. So I just want to see if we're gonna get anything popping with this, and we'll take it from there. Thanks, Angela Lioness Jackson. I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all coming through. I didn't know y'all, you know, I didn't promote it. I guess y'all got the notification. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. I'm gonna check this out in a different way. I wonder. Let me see. Can you share it? Can you share it? Can you share it? Let me see. Let me see here. If I pop this out and put the link in Facebook, let me see what happened. Hold on. All right. Oh, I put it in the damn show. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That was dumb. All right, let's see this. Let's see. All right. So let me see if you click on this link. If you click on this link, let me see if it takes you to the show. It does. It does. It takes you to the show. So that's a good look. All right. All right. Well, let's see then. That changes things. That's a good look. All right. Okay. So, all right, this is what we're going to start doing then. Since I know that it works out that way. That's a good look. All right, y'all. So, all right, we about to get on up out of here. Like I said, once again, thanks for coming through. So, I'm good on your end. You're welcome. And yes, I did get it. I don't think that you can no, I did it, Annette. I can see it. So that's good. So I would have to share it. All right. Okay. All right, got some things to think about. All right, I'm gonna end this broadcast, and I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Thanks for coming through once again, man. Love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all and love y'all back to life. Peace, y'all.